Hi, this is Tim Gray, Senior Pastor of the City of Zion, and welcome to another episode of Phronesis. Today, I would like to share with you something deeply personal from the topic, Don't Stop at HARAN. Don't stop at HARAN. In 2017 or thereabout, I lost someone dear to me, and all my revelation could not bring him back. My heart was broken. I went through the motions, but I stopped. My study stopped. My prayer stopped. Believing became extremely hard. I preached some of my best sermons during that period, so many people did not realize it, but I was deeply broken inside. The hero of that story actually was my wife and a handful, just about two of my close friends who battled for me in prayer. At that time, I felt like a failure. Tears filled my pillow every night. What good was I as a pastor if I couldn't keep my sheep alive and away from the wolves, or so I thought. Don't worry, I am okay now. Remember, this was 2017. Don't start sending me emails. I'm doing okay now, very okay. I sought help and I found it. I found God again. I got to a spot though in life during that period where I just stopped. Have you stopped? What happened? Who left you? Who broke you? What failed? Did you know, many people don't realize this, that Terah, Abraham's father, was actually the first person to attempt to go into Canaan and not Abraham? He started the journey but stopped when he got to a place called HARAN. Look at this, Genesis 11 verse 31 and 32. It says, and Terah took Abraham his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abraham's wife. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran, and they dwelt there. And look at verse 32. It says, and the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Terah's son, his name was Haran. He died before they reached Canaan, and it seems quite plausible to think that when Terah got to Haran, history actually tells us that they were the ones that named the place Haran, that when they got there, he just couldn't go on. Terah died in Haran. Haran means, in the original Hebrew, it means a place that is arid, it is parched, it is dry, it is scorched. He stopped at Haran. Abraham, after Terah's death, got up and then he traveled to Canaan. I need to read it to you. Look at what Abraham did. Genesis 12 verse 5. So Abraham departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abraham took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. This is it. Look at this. It says, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. Abraham got up to go to Canaan, and to Canaan he came. Like Abraham, I prophesy over your life, you too will finish what you started. Sure, there may be detours, but you will finish. The marriage is hard and might look impossible right now, but it will get better. The business is stuck and it looks like nothing is coming through, but it will flourish. Sure, you might even need to change your business direction completely altogether, but you will finish. And I declare over your life, as surely as he helped me then, he will help you now. You will finish strong. Quick question though. Where is your Haran? Where did you stop believing? Where did you stop? I pray for all of you today. I pray concerning the weak. I declare that he will give you strength, even as he gave me strength. I pray concerning the brokenhearted, and I declare that you are healed in the name of Jesus. To the fearful at heart, I declare that stronghold is broken from your mind in the name of Jesus. See, I know how life can be. I know the pains, I know the struggles, I know the fears, but I also know the God who has promised that he will never leave us and he will never forsake us. I know the God who shows up with his light even in our darkest hour. So I say to you, don't stop at HARAN. You are only passing through. Remember what David said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Sometimes you cannot avoid the valley seasons. Sometimes you cannot avoid the valleys of the shadow of death. But like David, don't stop there. Keep moving. Keep walking. David said, though I walk through. I say to you, pray again. Believe again. Start again. Love again. Trust again. Fight again. Like Abraham, as you rise this time to go to Canaan, into Canaan, you will come in the name of Jesus. I don't know about you. I have put together a list of things that have to be accomplished within a certain period of time. And I have come to see the one that has carried me all these years till now, that brought me through that dark hour of my life in 2017. If he could bring me out from that season, I am so rest assured he will bring you out the same way. I have prayed for you today. The next step is this. If you have been struggling, you've listened to me now and you're saying, okay, Pastor Tim, I'm ready to get out of this. I'm ready to come out of this. I rejoice with you. The next step, sometimes you need a third party. You see, in my case, I was so fortunate. I had two individuals that I did not even have to tell what I was going through. They understood my pattern of behavior. And I remember one of them, I was in the office and I was doing stuff in the office and he was in the office with me. As we left, I told him I was going home. He walked me down to the basement parking. I will never forget, as I was about to get into my car, he put his hand on my shoulder and he said to me, Pastor Tim, what's wrong? I had said nothing. I thought I was acting the same way I'd always acted. He asked me what was, and I broke down and I wept. I cried on his shoulder. I know we have been taught as men that nothing should move us and we should bottle up our emotions, but that's why men are the number one culprits when it comes to suicides, because we bottle up the things that we are going through. I remember weeping on his shoulder and I said to him, it is hard. I explained to him, he knew what had happened. And for the first time, I explained to someone the impact, other than my wife, of course, the impact it was having on me. I remember him laying his hands on me and praying. I remember him calling another friend who showed up, laid hands on me and prayed. I remember my wife going through to meet her mentor and sharing with her mentor my challenge. I will never, when my wife came back, I was so upset. And I was saying, why are you telling people my problems? But the Lord had said to me that what else was she supposed to do? She was watching her husband fall apart and she had no idea what next to do to help him. Today, because I sought help, I found help, and I'm standing better than I've ever stood before. You will stand better than you've ever stood before. You will not die in HARAN. You will rise to go to Canaan, and into Canaan you will come. I'm out of time. I hope this has blessed you. This has been Tim Grange, Senior Pastor of the City of Zion. I'll catch you again on another episode of Furnaces. Bye for now.